Pajamas.
Pyjamas.
Pyjamas.
Pajama.
Absolutely. I never knew that was an Indian word. I learned it today at 54 years of age, and it's not just an English slang, it's into the Italian language as well. We call it pajama, so it does have the same sound, and I never knew it was from the Indian legacy.
Chai.
Chai.
Chai. Tea.
I think chai. People use chai a lot here. That is an Indian word.
Chai. It's in chai tea. I suppose that makes sense.
So there's some wonderful hangovers from that British and Indian interaction in our language. Words that we don't think are Indian in origin, but bungalow, shampoo.
Bungalow.
Yes, I'm bungalow. It's coming to me now, you see.
Shampoo.
Yeah, I didn't know shampoo was Indian.
And the Indian Army has given us all kinds of words, all that interactions.
Putties.
It's an Indian word for bandage, isn't it? Well, putties are made of flannel material to keep your legs warm in the frosty conditions.
Jungle.
Jungle.
Oh, what else? Jungle. Kipling, the Jungle Book. So I'm assuming we all assume that that's an English word, but...
Well, very good. I understand pucker as meaning very good.
Pucker.
Pucker. No, not pucker. Pucker I thought was like an East London term.
Pucker pies.
Pucker pies.
Pucker sharp, jolly good chap.
Pucker, which comes from that Indian word of pakka, which means solid, absolutely solid, and was used by the Indian Army originally to mean, yes, this is confirmed, this is absolutely right, and has now just gone into common parlance, of course. Loot.
And it's the irony of it, isn't it? Is that the idea of colonialism is this idea of taking, but that word is from there. It's just ironic that they seem to have looted the word loot. Yeah.
It's not too far from how they use it in America. Like, give me the loot, money.
Bizarre.
Bizarre. Very bizarre.
Teacher.
Punch. That's for me.
It comes from the word bunge, which means 5, and punch is a drink that has 5 ingredients.
Do you know, I've never thought of that. I've never thought of that. How interesting. Do you know, isn't it interesting? I'm coming up 91, and I've never ever thought punch means punch. And I've been exposed to it since I was 19.
Jagannath.
Jagannath.
Well, that's a big character in X-Men. That's my childhood. So to find that out is quite a huge thing for me.
Oh, hey.
Juggernaut. Oh, wow. But the idea of like massive and big and strong.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
It makes so much sense.
Yeah.
And the fact that the comic book character named after that as well. And the ironic thing is, they probably had no awareness that that's where that name originates.
The origins of the word, yeah.
Khaki.
Khaki. But even words like khaki, which is used a lot in common words, come from khak or dust. And it's that kind of dusty material is obviously used as camouflage by one of those very early Indian regiments, the Guides.
3, 2, 1. Sipahi.
Well, Sepoy is a private soldier. Sepoy, Lance Naik, Havildar, Havildar Major, Jagannath, Subadar Major, Subadar Major Saab.
Guru.
And nowadays we use it in all sorts of sentences. If you have a tech problem, you would call for the IT guru.
Blighty.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh, wow. That's a good one.
I don't know the origin of the word blighty, but that was the slang term for UK.
Probably my favourite though is blighty. So here's a word we think is British and nothing else could be more British than the word blighty. It's sort of self-identification of Britain itself, but actually comes from the word Valad or Valati, meaning foreigner. So you could just imagine, the Indian servants, the Indian cooks, referring to the British as Valati, as foreigners, and then Britons taking that on themselves and referring to Britain as Valati or blighty.
I just think it's a reflection of the language, the culture, British culture, and the historical past. So it's just logical that happens. I think the sad thing is sometimes that we forget some of those connections and some of the historical origins of these words.
I think it's nice that there's lots of different cultures in the English language. It's quite diverse.
Oh, toucha.